2025, right? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
I'm not audible.
Visible, so.
Yeah, come on, do it fast, do it fast. Yeah, Pranshu, you may please tell me the answer. Go for extreme statements and eliminate the extreme statement. Somebody else want to speak? They can also unmute and just speak up, okay? Bhumika, are you here? Shivaranjani Natarajan? Yes, Amma, answer Soluma.
So is the answer C?
Answer C. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is not correct. What do you find in statement 2 is wrong?
So D. 1 is not correct, 2 is correct.
D. Okay, 1 is not correct. Why 1 is not correct?
So because first of all you just said that extreme statement should be eliminated.
Yeah.
So it is.
What is the extreme statement here? What is extreme? What that you saw it as? Which word is the extreme here?
So it is just saying that it is like exempted from all the taxes.
Yes, superb. You are getting the knack. Okay, so that it is exempted from any tax. Okay. First of all, you should know that income from allied agriculture activities like poultry farming and wool rearing, okay, have tax, have income tax, okay? Because if that is the case, you should know that the poultry farmers will be, actually they are very rich, right? One of my friends' father is having a poultry farm and he is like riding a Volvo. I'm not exaggerating. He's riding a Volvo. He's having farms in Tamil Nadu and he's riding a Volvo. So that is the case. Okay, they are very rich. Okay, this poultry farming is very rich business. Okay, and India is one of the largest consumers of poultry. One of the largest consumers of poultry in the world. Okay, so obviously exempted from any tax. Okay, they could have told that in India, income from allied agricultural activities like poultry farming and wool rearing in rural areas is exempted from taxation. But they intentionally want to make you that they intentionally put this any tax to check whether you are able to catch that extreme statement. So once you eliminated this, there is only one option, that is D. Statement 1 is not correct, but the statement 2 is correct. Okay? Do the second question. Q. Monisha, please guide us with this answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the answer is?
Just a minute.
You're not able to read? Should I zoom?
No, I can able.
Yeah.
Option C.
Option C.
No, loss of revenue. D option.
Option, yeah. So that is it. Very simple. All the four are the following effects of black money. But the question is, which of the following effects of creation of black money in India has been the main cause of worry of the government? Main cause of worry is very simple. That is loss to the revenue of the state. Okay, due to tax evasion. Simple. Okay. Yes. Do the third question. Quick. Shivaranjani, are you first to my class? I mean, is this the first time that you are attending my class? Bhagat, are you here?
Sir, actually, I was busy now, so can you please ask someone, please? Sorry.
Yeah, you are busy. What are you doing then?
I mean, like,
You should be attending the class, right?
Yeah, I was attending a class, but I'm not. There is some noise over here, so I came out, so I can be able to speak.
Fine. Yeah.
Sorry,
Who
just-
are- yeah. Bhumika is there. Then Pranshu.
Yes, sir. So I'm reading it. Just a second.
Yeah.
So one only A.
What is the different problem with statement 2 and 3?
So 2 is saying that it will drastically reduce the current account deficit. So drastically, I don't think so.
So what is the current account deficit means? Okay, we'll take it in Forex. We don't discuss here. Drastically is the word that you quote. Okay, you're not aware about current account deficit, but still with our logic of extreme statements, you are eliminating option 2. So this is gone, this is gone. Okay, what about 3?
3 is also extreme, so because it is just saying that it will enable us to overtake China. So just applying.
It will enormously increase. That is extreme statement. Enormously. You understood? It will enormously increase the growth and size of Indian economy and will enable to overtake China in near future. What an absurd statement this is. That is wrong. So you're coming with the answer A. Okay. So simple. Yeah. Let's talk about taxation. Taxation is nothing like, the government is providing you services. They require money to do that services. Okay, they are building roads, they are doing hospitals, they are maintaining education things, they are giving you security, they are protecting you from terrorists, they are protecting your wealth, they are protecting your life. So they need money to conduct all these services. So they collect taxes from us. Okay, so there are people, listen carefully. Okay, there are two types of taxes. That is direct taxes. That is, I'm using the word DT. That is direct taxes. DT. Then there is IT. That is indirect taxes. Don't confuse this indirect and income tax. Okay. Income tax is basically IT department means income tax department. So indirect taxes is there. Indirect tax is here. Direct tax is here. Okay. These are the two types of taxes. What is the difference between direct tax and indirect tax? Very simple. Direct tax. Okay, the tax is levied. Okay, the tax is levied and paid by the same entity. Okay, levied on and paid by the same entity. That is, suppose the government is telling me, Vijay, you are having an income of 10,000. You should pay 10% as your tax. That is 10 rupee I should be paying as the tax. I said, okay, my lord. So I am just paying it from my account itself. And the next day, I have I have a ice cream shop. The ice cream shop's total income or the total profit of the month was 10,000. Okay, total profit of the the ice cream shop was 10,000, or maybe not that example. Maybe a simpler one. I will explain. 1 second. There is an ice cream shop and my ice cream is having 100 rupee. 100 rupee is the cost of my ice cream. And government is telling me, Vijay, in order to run this shop, you should be giving us 10% tax on each ice creams that you are selling. Okay, so I increase the price to 110. That is, suppose Pranshu is coming to my shop and she is buying the ice cream. She is paying me extra 10 rupee. That is the tax levied by government on my ice cream. I am charging that I'm charging that expenses from my customer's pocket. That is, it is levied on me. Okay, it is levied on me, but I have transferred the burden to the other person. That is my customers for the time being. So that is the difference between direct tax and indirect taxes. Okay, so Central Board of Direct Taxes is the apex body responsible for administering direct taxes in India. Okay, direct taxes in India. Okay, and this is a key thing that can be made wrong. That is, it is a part of Department of Revenue. Okay, you should not confuse it. Okay, it is a part of Department of Revenue in Finance Ministry, that is Ministry of Finance. It comes under this particular organization, comes under the Department of Revenue of Ministry of Finance. Okay. Then next one is a very general statement, that is CPDG provide essential inputs for policy and planning of direct taxes in India, and is also responsible for the administration of direct tax law through the income tax department. Okay, very general things. Okay, you can just read it and you will get to know things. Okay, so please do this. Yeah, wait, not now. Okay, so before we jump into further explanations, let's take some real figures that you can expect in your in your prelims. That is, in India, direct taxes is greater than indirect taxes. Please note it in your notebook, that direct taxes, okay, is greater than indirect taxes in India. Why? Because as per the 2025 economic survey, the very latest economic survey, we were able to understand that income taxes hold 33% of total tax revenue. Total tax revenue. Okay. Suppose the government is collecting the taxes, and that is called, the government have collected GST, the government have collected other taxes, government also have collected income taxes. Cumulatively, they all are called total tax revenue. Okay, out of this total tax revenue, 33% is what? Is personal income tax. That is your income tax. What is income tax? Tax charged on your income. Okay, and income tax is a direct tax. Is it clear? Is it clear up to here? Up to here, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then the 27% of this 100, that is the total tax revenue is 100, out of it 33.7% is personal income tax. Then comes the 27%. The 27% is GST. 27% is GST, and 25% is corporate tax. What do you mean by corporate tax? Not corporate tax. What is corporate tax? Corporate tax is the tax paid by the not MNC, we'll say corporate companies. Okay, so if I ask you to arrange the following taxes according to their percentage of gross tax revenue, so what you will do? You will first of all write personal income tax greater than GST greater than corporate tax. Please, okay, write this in your note. This is going to be an exam. This is going to be a question in your prelims, and also this can be a potential question in mains also. You can just write these things. Okay? Yeah. So I told you, in India, the direct taxes is greater than indirect taxes. That is, the direct tax is 53.7%, and your indirect taxes is 46.3%. Please write this also. These are great, terms. I struggled a lot to get these kind of things during my mains preparation. That's why I just copy pasted it from my mains note. That is my GPT screenshotted notes. So the corporate tax, what is this corporate tax? Corporate tax, I told, it is levied on whom? It is levied on the corporate, and they have to pay the tax on the basis of their profit. On the basis of their profit, corporate tax is decided. It is like, I believe currently it is like near to 30%. 30, yeah, it is like 50 to 30%, somewhere near to this. Okay. So direct tax is greater than indirect taxes. Indirect taxes is GST is indirect taxes. Customs, what is customs? Customs is very simple. Custom clearance. What is custom clearance? Whenever you want to export a good, or whenever you want to import a good, you should be paying a certain the percentage acts as customs or tax. Okay, the tax you pay during export or import of a good is called customs. Okay, then what is excise? Excise is the production duty, the production of particular goods. Some goods in India, you should be paying some money. Okay, so you just do something, you just think like this. Okay, so you should just understand like this: whenever any goods or consumer related things are happening, that will be an indirect one. Whenever there is some direct, like, from your income, from the profit of corporate, this corporate have to directly pay to the government. Your income tax, you have to directly pay to the government. GST, what do you do? The retailer will charge from you, and he will pay. Okay, is everything clear until what you have discussed? Sorry, my sentence framing was very bad. Okay, sorry. I'm asking you whether you understood everything that we have discussed till now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, should I explain? And all of you? What about Monisha? I only remember these two names, then Bhagat. Rest others, you can please unmute and ask me doubts, or just tell me if you are not able to understand what I'm telling you. Is it clear? Oh, there is only Monisha and Pranshu is there. Okay. So, taxation. Okay, wait for the tax reforms. There is a, please not now. Okay. I know you people will be cracking this year's prelims. This will be a mains question because on September 3rd, the mains ended on 31st August. It's after 4 days of mains. There happened an income tax act was passed, which is meant to reshaping the tax framework. Okay, just take the facts and you are going to be beneficial on this. Okay, yeah. What is the purpose? The act need to simplify the languages, removes absolute provisions, and consolidate and restructures provisions. Okay, it introduced tax year replacing. Okay, there is something called tax year, concept of tax year. Okay, instead of assessment and previous year. Okay, then the act defines this can be a prelims question. This is the prelims question. This is the prelims question by saying this particular act, that is the Income Tax Act 2025, defines virtual digital assets, cryptocurrencies, tokenized assets. The question will be like, which among the following is defined under Income Tax Act of 2025? Option A, virtual digital asset. Option B, cryptocurrency. Option C, options. Like that, there will be questions. You should be able to mark it correct. Okay, just read my slide once you're done with. Okay, so whatever, if this will be the question of your mains. Okay, this will be the question for your mains. What are the objectives of recent Income Tax Act of 2025? So what are the objectives? It is to simplification, replace archaic language and redundant provisions with clear, concise and modern legal text. Just read this. This itself it should be these two words. What is the correct meaning of redundant? It's like stringent or something like that. Okay. So first thing, simplification, digital integration, taxpayer-centric approach. Great choices of words. Taxpayer-centric approach, improving ease of filing, reduce litigation, enhance transparency. Okay. Then global alignment means reflect contemporary economic realities, including taxations of digital assets and global income. Okay, just learn these things. You will be anyway, just like months before your prelims, you will be getting a current affairs classes for sure, and also current affair analysis. There will be provisions, there will be topics, or there will be a topic on the Income Tax Act of 2025. Okay, yeah. That is.
So,
Yeah.
so wasn't the virtual digital asset defined earlier also?
No, maybe not. If it is like the act defines, okay. I don't know whether it is defined. Not in income tax. Maybe I'm telling you the virtual digital assets will have a definition in Google. Okay, the definition that we discuss here is the legal definition. Okay, let me ask you something. What is the age of okay, my question is, what is the best time to get pregnant? I mean, I'm just asking you, biologically, what is the best time to get pregnant? Pranshu, you may please answer.
So, like late teens, I guess.
Late teens means just
Like maybe at the starting of 20s.
20s. Okay. So, biologically, it is 15. Biologically, it is 15. Okay. Then, when it comes to the legal and social things, we need a definition, right? The definition of, adult. We can say biologically the person is an adult by 15, but legally a person is adult by 18. Understood? So likewise, this thing, the age of getting the best age is like 15, but the concerned age is 18. Why? Because legally they are recognizing. Likewise, there will be a definition for virtual digital asset in Google. Maybe the US legislations might have a definition, but in India, we need a correct term. For example, I'm just telling you something. It's a very funny thing. Okay, suppose I'm a judge. I'm just writing a statement. Okay, I'm just ordering a statement of capital punishment where I'm writing like, kill him, not save him. Okay, kill him, not save him. What if I haven't put any comma, but I put it here? Kill him, not save him. Right, the definitions change. Likewise, there should be a definition, legal definition should be there. Not the normal literal definition. We should include, okay, what all things will be there in virtual digital asset. Okay, this virtual digital asset, I'm telling you, the stocks, okay, is also digitally there. They are also virtual. They are also an asset. But this won't include in VDA. Why? Because in legally, these are included in SEBI Act. Right. So in India, definitions also require people concerned. I mean, the representative consent should be there to accept definitions. Definition. Who is for example, the current debate of who is a citizen of India. Who is a citizen of India? Whether there is a definition? Okay, there are some naturalization definition is there. Conversion definition is there. There should be definition. That is what meant by that defined virtual digital asset. You got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Seriously saying you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, super. So, right, then now we are going to talk about direct tax. I told you in the beginning itself, direct tax refers to the type of tax that is borne by a person or entity on whom it is levied. Okay, thus in this case, the impact of the tax and the incidence of the tax fall on the same person. The impact means simple impact. Incidence means the person who is going to do an action against the impact. Okay, so that is on the same person. The person charged and person pay. Simply, I'm not using any term, just normal English. The person who is being charged pay the money, pay the tax. The person who is charged with himself will pay the money or herself will pay the money. That is called this indirect tax. Okay, so that is called direct tax. Direct taxes in India is administered by Central Board of Direct Taxes under the Department of Revenue, under the Ministry of Revenue, right? Right, Monica? Sorry, Monisha? right? I'm not able to hear, ma. கேட்க முடியலமா?
இப்ப கேக்குதா சார்?
கேக்குது. ஏன்னா சரிதானே? நான் சொல்லியது சரிதானே?
கரெக்ட்.
Okay, it is not correct. I have told that I said it is Ministry of Revenue. It is Ministry of Finance. It is not Ministry of Revenue. It is Department of Revenue under Ministry of Finance. What are you doing, man? You're watching some.
Now I got it. I just listen on revenue word.
Okay. Yeah. So features of direct tax. The tax is on income. They are levied directly on the income of the individuals or business rather than on the consumption of goods and services. I told you, right? The indirect taxes are what? The indirect taxes are levied on the consumption of goods and services. They are paid directly. Unlike indirect taxes, they are collected by intermediates such as sellers and paid indirectly to the government. Direct taxes are paid directly by the taxpayer to the government. Progressive in nature. This is what I should be discussing. Okay, progressive in tax. What do you mean by progressive in tax? Okay, so there are two types of taxation. Okay, so I just need some space. Yeah, here I will test. Okay, बच्चों, मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, there are two kinds of tax principles. Okay, the one is progressive. Listen very carefully. Okay, I will be asking questions. Progressive. There is only two people, so definitely you can expect a question from me. Progressive, and the second one is regressive. Progressive taxation and regressive taxation. So progressive taxation. Progressive taxations are taxation, okay, tax based on the income level. Income level. What I mean by that? If you are having higher income, you should be paying higher taxes. If you are having lower income, you will pay low taxes. Okay, this is called progressive taxation. Taxation based on the income level. If one is having higher income, he will be paying higher tax rate. If he is having a lower income, he will pay lower taxes. So in real life examples, I'm telling you. Okay, suppose I am earning 10,000 rupees per month. So my tax rate is 2%, and Pranshu is earning like 50,000 per month. Her tax rate will be 5%. Okay, and suppose this Monisha is earning 1 lakh. She will be charged with 10%. Here you see the income levels. As the income levels increases, not here. As the income level increases, the tax slabs. This is called tax slabs. The tax slabs also increase. That is from 2 to 5 to 10%. Similarly, as the income decreases, is decreasing from 10,000 to 50,000 to 10,000, 1 lakh to 50,000 to 10,000, the tax slabs also decreasing. That is 10%, 5%, 2%. Okay, so these kinds of taxation modules or taxation principles are called progressive taxation. Okay, these are called progressive taxation. Similarly, okay, one second. Let me rub. Yeah. Similarly, I have told you what is progressive taxation. Now we are going to know about regressive taxation. In regressive taxation, tax, okay, listen carefully, tax slabs are independent of income. Okay, for example, I will say whatever may be your income, you should pay 20% of tax. Whatever can be your income, you should be paying 10,000, 20,000 of cash. For example, 10,000 is again my income. I should be paying 20%. So I should be paying how much? 2,000. Then comes our Pranchu. Okay. She's having 10,000, 50,000. She's also compelled to pay 20%. That is how much? 10,000. Okay. Then comes our beloved Monisha. Monisha is getting 1 lakh. She also should pay 20%. So that is like 10, 20. How much? 20,000. Listen, here I am having very low. And Monisha is having huge. But there is no differentiation in tax slabs. So whatever can be your, whatever small amount you are earning or big amount you are earning, you should pay the tax. And that is called regressive taxation. Okay, now tell me, do you have any doubt regarding these two things? Anybody? I believe there is only 2 people, that's why I'm not calling others' name.
No, sir, no doubt.
Sir, here, how will, in previous year, there must be a question when we use a progressive tax and regressive tax.
Sorry?
So when we have to use the progressive tax.
Yeah, there are things. When it is not like when, okay? There is nothing. I'm not getting you. Is the question like when you should be?
Not to control something I have read before earlier. I'm not getting clearly.
Okay, you can just
But
explain
to
that.
control the economy, they use the progressive tax and the regressive.
Yeah, they can use, right. You just imagine a situation. Okay, now I'm just asking you, okay, if that is the case, tell me, okay, direct tax is regressive. My question is, direct tax is regressive in nature. My question is, direct taxes are regressive in nature. Regressive in nature. True or false? Direct taxes are regressive in nature.
False, sir.
False. Okay, what about Monisha?
False.
Okay, only 2 people are there, right? Right, Pranshu? There is only 2 people, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Direct taxes are regressive in nature. Is it true or false? It is. What, Monisha? What was your answer? Direct taxes are regressive in nature. True or false?
It is how we are paying the taxes. It is depend on. I might pay 2%. It is how you explain. How can I say it is true or false?
Exactly. That is it. That is it. That is the case with direct taxes. Direct taxes can be progressive in nature. It is not, should be. You can say direct tax can be progressive. Direct tax can be progressive. But the problem is, if I put like direct taxes are regressive in nature, what it should be? The direct tax should be like 50% for everybody. If that is the case, it is regressive. What if it is based on income? Now let me ask you something. Okay, Pranshu, tell me, income taxes are progressive in nature. Income taxes are progressive in nature. True or false?
True, sir.
True. What do you think, Monisha?
Can you repeat it once?
What are you doing, ma? நீ என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க?
Sir, some other sound is disturbing here.
Yes. Only my sound should disturb you right now. So please make sure like that, okay? So income taxes are progressive in nature, true or false?
Income tax are true.
Income taxes are progressive in nature. Why it is true? The income taxes are based on the income level of the income level of the what are they? Payer, taxpayer. But if I wrote like this, will it be correct? Income tax are always progressive in nature.
No.
What do you think, Monisha? Income taxes are always progressive in nature.
False.
Why?
Government might change.
No, I'm just saying it's very simple. I'm telling that income taxes is 40% for everybody. Now it is regressive. Simple.
Okay.
Right. So whenever you're doing economic questions, you try to bring some examples and just try to, whenever you're writing economic questions, your mind should be very narrow. Your mind should be very narrow in the sense and in such a way that you should not believe any statement as correct. First of all, you should consider all the statements as false. First of all, then what you have to do? Then you should be try to accommodate. You should not accommodate all the statements at the first instance. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So I believe now you people are clear with the direct taxes, indirect taxes, progressive taxes, regressive taxes, right? If that is the case, please do this question.
B option.
B. Okay, what about Pranshu?
So 2 and 4. B option.
Just explain, please explain. Explain kariye.
So corporation tax we pay directly to the government. Customs
Okay. Who? You're framing. Just tell me once again. One more time. Explain.
So the first option.
Corporation tax is tax. I want to hear the definition that you told me.
We pay directly to
We pay
the companies.
the corporate pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And customs duties, like we pay the middlemen. Middlemen are there, so
No. What is customs duty?
So the taxes on import and export.
Yes. So where is middleman? Your parent. You're directly paying it to the government, no? Tell me. I'm just putting you in a trap. You think you will get the answer. You think you will get the answer.
Middlemen are doing the export and import, not. And
What is custom duty, Monisha?
tax on import and export.
Import and export. Okay? Okay?
Yes.
So, in that case, if I am increasing the customs duty, this year you should expect a question on custom duty and tariff. Okay? I'm increasing the custom duty. That burden will be transferred to whom? Suppose the government, suppose the Ambani ji, okay? Ambani ji is importing petroleum to India for his Reliance Geo pump, okay, petroleum to India. So the government increased the customs duty from 8% to 10%. If that is the case, who is going to be affected? Is it Ambani ji is going to be ultimately affected? Whether Ambani ji will be paying the money from his pocket?
Even though if we pay the money, but at last we are the taxpayer consumer.
Exactly. If the government increased, okay, suppose they okay, just assume like this. We'll just, okay, 1 second. Instead of petroleum, you assume like this, okay? Instead of petroleum, suppose we are importing petrol, the normal petrol that we are importing from maybe Russia. Okay, we are importing petrol, and that petrol, the cost was 100 rupee. Government imposed customs duty of 10%. Now the rate should be 110. Okay, this 10 rupee increase will be from whose pocket? From the customer's pocket. From the customer's pocket, right? So the customer should be paying the customs duty. Indirectly, customer is the person, or the public is the person who will be getting affected due to the increase in the product. Anyway, Ambani is not going to pay the customs duty from his pocket. He will transfer the burden, that is a keyword, transfer the burden of paying taxes to the customers, to the consumers. So that is why customs duty is an indirect tax. Okay, this is an indirect tax. You understood?
Yes, sir.
The current tariff war, with India and China, right? The current tariff war with India and China, right? Right, Pranshu? India and China, right?
No, sir.
Then
USA, sir.
USA. Okay. So the current tariff war between India and USA, what will be the what is happening? What will be the wrong thing? I will just what is the things of concern? I will say. Suppose USA, we are one of the greatest importers of generic medicines, those kinds of things to USA. Suppose if US increased tariff on us, tariff means duty on import. Duty on import. If USA increase the tariff, Indian goods price will increase. Okay. Okay. Suppose that is the case, the demand for Indian goods will decrease. If the price of Indian goods increase, the demand for Indian goods will decrease. That is the problem of concern. If this happened, if the demand for Indian goods decrease, there will be competitors. If the price is high, there will be competitors like Vietnam, Philippines, who are now just coming up with the SEZ, special economic zones, production things. That is going to be a competition for India. Why? Because the goods that is entering into USA from India will be expensive as compared to the goods entering to USA from Vietnam or Philippines. So it will create a competitive environment for Indian goods. You understood? So that is what, definitely I think this question can be repeated this time. The same question can be repeated this time. Like it is a 25, just take the year, that is 2001, this question being asked. It's been like 25 years. In 2026, so they can just copy paste this question and ask, and you can just look at the option formats. This one, UPSC in 2025 started asking questions like this also. Okay, so you have to eliminate option 2. What about 3? What is health tax?
Direct, sir.
Direct. Okay. What about then 4, excise duty?
It is indirect.
So why you people told me like its answer is option B, 1 and 4? Okay, Pranshu, what was your answer?
So 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Why?
2 and 4.
Oh, sorry. I thought of it like indirect taxes. The answer should be custom duty and 4. Yeah. I was wrong. Okay. So excise duty, right? On alcohol, we are doing this excise duties things. Okay. So I think you are clear with this. Okay, just read this. This is the main stuff. Main stuff. That is the tax reforms. Okay. These are the key words. Try to bring these things. You can just bring these things in your GS4 answers also. Trust first, scrutinize later. Okay, reforms, those kind of things, indirect tax reforms and changes in direct taxes were introduced, like these kind of things. Taxpayers chapters, faceless assessments. I told you, right, in governance there is a concept like whenever an authority confront with a citizen, that is the breeding ground of corruption. So if you can just bring faceless assessments, that can be eliminated. So there is a keywords like Vivad se Vishwas. Okay, just read it. When I'm sharing the slides, just try to read those things. Okay. So these are the some of the direct taxes. That is, yeah. Hello.
It's
Yeah. Tell me.
you only called hello.
Oh no, hello. I told like I got somebody saying something. All right. So income tax, corporate tax, minimum alternate tax. There is something called tax exemptions. Tax exemptions. Okay, suppose you exempted all the tax to 0%. The government will come and say, no, you should not do like that. You should not do like a 0% tax. You should pay a minimum. You should pay a minimum tax. Okay, minimum tax. If you are going, even if you are going to exemption, you should pay minimum tax. That is it. Okay. Then alternate minimum tax. We'll discuss capital gain tax. Okay, what is capital gain tax? Very simple. You got a property, you got an asset or property. Okay, you bought it for 2,000 rupees, you sold it for 4,000 rupees, and this 2,000 is your profit, and that is called capital gain. Capital gain. This 2,000 is called, this profit is called capital gain. Okay, the tax that you have to pay on this capital gain is called capital gains tax. Then security transaction tax, simple. You buy and sell shares in the stock market, no? That time you are paying taxes. That is called security transaction tax. Dividend distribution tax, for each shares that you are holding in your account, there will be some taxes that you have to, each share that you are holding with you in your demat account, you will be getting a dividend, the profit dividend. So there will be a tax on that dividend. That is called dividend distribution tax. Wealth tax, banking cash transaction tax. Digital tax. Just read it. That is it. Okay. Income tax. You may just read it. Corporate income tax or corporate tax. Right? Corporate tax is often refers to as simply corporate tax. Corporate tax, income tax is the income tax levied on profit earned by the incorporated firms or companies. Thus, similar to personal income tax, corporate tax is also a type of income tax. But since the contribution of corporate tax to the overall tax revenue is significantly high, so it has been made a separate category of income tax. People just read these kind of things. This can be in your question like statement 1. Statement 1, explanation 1. These kind of things can be happening. Okay. Yeah. So that is it. Then very careful. There is nothing called Corporate Tax Act. There is Income Tax Act. Under Income Tax Act, it is the corporate tax is coming. Okay. The corporate tax is coming under the income tax only. Okay. Not under Corporate Tax Act. There is nothing called Corporate Tax Act. These are the things that UPSC tweak every time. Minimum alternate tax, I told you. Minimum alternate tax refers to the tax imposed on zero tax company which escape the corporate tax net. Okay, suppose the corporate tax is 15%. Imagine a situation where the corporates have to pay 50% of their profit as the tax. If that is the case, they have come up with certain things like they say like we did contribution to education. Okay, we increased our expenses like this. So they hired a great CA who is very great at exempting taxes, who is great with escaping taxes. So if in that case they will make like, okay, this 0% is the tax that you have to pay if you increased your expenses. The government came up, told them, no, you should pay minimum. If your tax is 50, you should pay at least like 6% is your minimum taxation, minimum alternate tax. So what is the case? You can exempt only 9%. Okay, so this percentage is the minimum alternate tax. Is it clear for you? Minimum alternate tax is clear for Monisha and Pranshu?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
That as itself is like a confusing, man. Should I explain it again?
Yeah, once again.
So you should ask, na. Why you are hesitating? Will I eat you people, huh? ನಾನು ಉನ್ನ ತಿನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪೋಗರಿಲ್ಲ ठीक है. So मैं क्या बोल रहे कि MAT, that is minimum alternate tax. Okay, suppose I started a company. Okay, I got a profit of 10,000 rupees. Okay, so in that 10,000 I should be paying 1,000 rupees as tax, but I hired a chartered accountant who is great with tax escaping or tax evasion. Okay, so tax avoidance is what it is. Okay, how can I avoid tax? If my expenses are high, if my expenses are very high, I can avoid the tax. Then if I am doing philanthropy, I can avoid tax. Okay, so this genius guy just gave me some ideas like this. So instead of paying 15% of my tax, now I only need to pay 0%. Okay, now that is the case that I am a zero tax company. Now I am a zero tax company that I don't have to pay 0 rupees as my income. So to increase this expense, what I did, I went to Burj Khalifa, I went to Dubai, I went to Bali, I ate great food, and I told that the expense is very high, I don't have any profit. So that in that cases, my company is a zero tax, because that is I am not paying any amount as taxes. I am just paying 0% as tax. Okay, but government understood this thing. That is, these guys are just escaping the tax clauses. So government came up and told, even if you are having some escapes clauses, or maybe even if you are doing some tax evasions, you should pay a minimum tax, maybe which will be lesser than 15%, which the government will decide. Currently, I think in the current corporate tax is 30% and minimum alternate tax is 15%, I guess. Okay, now you understood what I mean by minimum alternate tax?
Yes, sir.
Seriously, same, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Now we need to talk about capital gain tax. Okay. I told you what do you mean by capital gain. Capital gain tax is a tax on the profit one makes from selling capital asset. Okay. Selling capital asset. You understood? So what is a capital asset? I told you I have a property, ancestral property, or maybe I have bought a car. Okay. I have bought a car for 30,000. Suddenly the company stopped the production, but now the car become an antique and the cost increased to 1 lakh. Okay, so there is 70% increase, right? So this 70% is my capital gain. So I just need to pay tax on this 70%. That is called capital gain tax. If that is the case, tell me what will be the difference between short term capital gain tax and long term capital gain tax. Tell me, what is the difference between short term capital gain tax and long term capital gain tax?
Short term might be on like real estate. There will be changing of the property.
Very simple. Just take the term. Today I bought something, tomorrow I sold it. And that is short term. Today I bought something, I kept it for 10 years, then I sold it. That is long term. You understood?
Yes, sir.
So according to you, Pranshu, which taxes will be higher? Is it the short term capital gain tax will be higher or the long term capital gain tax will be higher?
So long term.
Long term capital gain tax. Not the profit I'm talking. I'm asking the tax rate that government is going to place.
Tax rate.
My short term.
If it is all over, then it would be like long term. Like if we see the value, overall value. But if it's rate, then it would be short term.
Short term, right? In order to avoid the fluctuations, government will fix like 15% as the short term capital gain tax, maybe like 10%, 20. I was wrong. I mean, yeah. Okay, maybe 10% as the long term capital gain tax. Okay, so I think that's clear for you. Okay, Security transaction tax. Okay, I told you security transaction tax is a tax levied on every purchase or sale of security listed in a recognized stock exchanges such as shares, bonds, mutual funds, etc. Simple. Understood, right? But there should be something, okay? There should be, you should know something. You should know something, okay? I will write it here. Capital gain tax is applicable on shares or securities. Understood? That is, I bought a security of HDFC for 1,000 rupees today. I sold it for 1,010 rupees. 1,010 rupees. That is a profit of 10 rupee. That is a capital gain of 10 rupee. I should be paying a tax. This is called the capital gain tax. Okay? Security. Okay, one second. Security transaction tax. Security transaction tax. Security, what is security transaction tax? Levied on every purchase. That is the difference. Every purchase or sale. That is security transaction tax is, okay, suppose 1,000 is the cost of this share of HDFC. Okay, whenever I am buying it, I should be paying 0.1 paise as the tax. So 1,000 plus 0.1 paise. This is the security transaction tax. I got a loss of 900. That is 100 rupee loss. 100 rupee loss. That is, it was yesterday, it is 1,000 rupees. Today, the amount is 900. So there is a loss of 100 rupees, right? That 100 rupee, so that is the 900 rupee. Whenever I am selling it, I will be paying another 0.1 paise as the 0.1 paise as the security transaction tax. So you understood between the difference between capital gain tax and security transaction tax?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about Pranshu, Monisha?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just read about wealth tax. Wealth tax is a tax levied on the net wealth or asset of individuals into undivided families or corporate, okay, or corporate or companies, okay. That is not corporate, on companies. Unlike income tax, okay, what is the difference between income tax and wealth tax? Very simple. I told you, right? If you want to know, get a wider perspective on things, you should compare it with you should be taking some differences and similarity. Then you will be able to, you will get a 360 view comprehensive understanding of the things. Okay. So in income tax, the tax is based on income. Okay. But in the case of wealth tax, it is based on the wealth you have. So, okay. That is, you are having a 1 acre of land. So you should be paying that wealth tax according to that. Okay. It is not on the basis of your income. Okay. Yeah. Equalization review, we'll read it later. Okay. Just do this question and we'll just find it up. And this is a mains pointer. Just mark this guy. That is me, my name itself. That is Dr. Vijay L. Kelkar. Vijay L. Kelkar. What can be the answer? Monisha. It's a direct shoot, okay? You don't have, you cannot guess things. If you know it, or else you cannot do anything. Monisha, you know the answer?
Yeah, or D option.
D. Okay, what about Pranshu?
So I'm not sure.
Okay, the answer is A. Okay, currently there is no wealth tax in India. That is a fact I want to tell you. There is no wealth tax in India. Please write it somewhere. There is no wealth tax in India. Who recommended to abolish the wealth tax? It is Dr. Vijay L. Kelkar. Vijay L. Kelkar. That is Kelkar Committee. Kelkar Committee recommended the abolition of wealth taxes. Is it clear? Yeah. So, one more thing. What will which year did they ask the question? It's in 2004. 2004. 2004. 1 second. Okay, can I take like 5 more minutes? The rest, I just want to talk about one more topic. then we can finish the rest of the things. You can just read and understand yourself. Only one topic I have to. I won't go beyond 5 minutes. Can I take it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. What about Pranshu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So the rest of the things, just read. You will be understanding. I just want to talk about Laffer curve. Okay. Laffer curve. In economics, we have certain curves like Laffer curve, Phillips curve, then inverted U curves. Like a lot of things are there. Okay. This Laffer curve is a curve which shows the relationship. Okay. Laffer curve is a curve that visually shows the relationship between tax rate and the revenue collected. For example, this is the tax rate, that is 10%, okay, 20%, okay, 30%, okay, 40%. This is the tax rate, okay, tax rate, okay, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh, okay, this is the case. Suppose in 10%, the government collected 10 lakh as the tax revenue. Okay. In 20%, okay, just tell Monisha what will be the case if the government increase the tax rate, that is going to, this is the tax revenue. If government increase the tax rate, that is going to increase the tax revenue or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when they increase it to 20%, they got, okay, 20 lakhs. Okay. Pranshu, they increased it to 30%. What will be the case? Will it be they get an increase in the tax revenue?
So I guess after 40, it will decrease.
You don't get, just say this one, man. Just say, what will be the situation in 30%?
At 40, it will increase, sir.
Okay. Okay. So when if the Laffer is saying it initially, okay, if we increase the tax rate, initially the government will be getting increased revenue. But if it is crossing the threshold, that is if the tax rates are very high, what if it is like 80% or 90%, what will be the situation? There people will evade the tax or people will stop the production. Okay, why? Because they know there is no point in me producing anything. Why? Because the people are going to take everything. The government is taking everything. Then what is the point of me hardworking for the whole life? Right. So as she is saying, when it like up 40% or something, what will happen? The tax rate revenue decreased. I mean, it is coming down. So this is called the Laffer curve. Okay, what is it? Yeah. Initially, as the tax, okay, as the tax rate, here they wrote this one, okay. I have just made the x and y axis invertedly. Yeah. So suppose this is the thing, okay. If the tax rate is 10%, okay, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. This is the revenue. 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 50 lakh, 60 lakh. So initially the tax revenue was like initially tax revenue is like 10%, then they got 15 lakhs. Then the tax revenue increased to 20%. Then they got 40%. Then increased to 30%. Then they got 45 to 50 lakhs as the revenue. Okay. But the government increased beyond 50. Then what happened? It started to decrease. The revenue decreased. This is what is shown in the Laffer curve. Okay, this is the Laffer curve. It shows the relationship between tax revenue and tax rate, or it shows the relationship between how the tax revenue changes with the changes in tax rate. Okay, is it clear for you all, everyone? Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Pranshu, Monisha, is it clear? Like anything, you should be able to. The question will be very simple. You don't have to explain anything. They will say like which among the following curve indicate the positive the relationship between tax revenue and tax rate. You should be marking the answer Laffer curve. Enough, you will get 2 marks. Okay. That is 1 mark is equal to 19,000 rank. That is here you are ahead of 38,000 rank. Okay. So clear, I guess. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, I will share. Okay, once our economic classes are done, I will be sharing that video, my slides with you, so you can just read it yourself. Okay, there are some stuff that, like, which requires only mere reading. Those kinds of things I'm not taking myself. Okay.
So history you will share today only, right?
Sorry.
So history one, you will share today only, right?
Today the thing is, actually I have to complete like half more portion is there. So without completing, I should not be giving it to you, no?
Okay.
So I will be updating. Yeah. So tomorrow I can give you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So how is whether that slide I have shared, no, that 37-page economy note, is it helping you people?
Yes.
Yes, like I have just looked at it yet. Like I've not read it very
It is
deeply.
very technical. It is very technical. There are some unnecessary things are there. That is my fault. Like I have this kind of habit. I like to outsmart people. So what I do is I will just take some other extra facts and I just mug it up. So do one thing. You just learn everything. If you can understand every single words written in it, your economy is done. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
So regarding Prelims one,
Monisha,
like,
you may please.
Yes, sir.
It's okay. You can mute now. Yeah. Pranshu, tell me.
sir, you have shared two PDFs. So the prelims one, like, does it cover all
Yeah.
the questions in prelims?
Yes. That's it. That will cover all the prelims. See, we have done like more than 50 to 60 questions by now. Okay. Every questions you are getting some sort of logics, right? Not with mere knowledge you are solving the questions. You are not solving it with some sort of logics, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will be in a position to understand, decipher, and you will be having an extra luxury of knowledge. Not knowledge, the luxury of logic. Okay. After once you understand everything that is written in that particular slide, I have just used that in my for my economy. Then I have my own note. The notes means whenever I'm doing a test series, I will make sure if any particular question is wrong, what I will do is I will just go after the tests are done. I will just Google about it. I will see some lectures on it. I make sure that from next time that same mistakes is not committed.
And one more thing, like, could you please see the answer I have shared with you?
You have shared me? No.
No, sir. Like, it was the first question you had given us.
The problem is, a lot of people are just texting. Like more than 600 unreads are there in me. So do one thing, okay? Just text. Just share to me once again, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes. So yes, is there anything else that we have to talk about?
No, sir. That's
Okay then. Bye bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.